Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Cyber Skill, where we break down the latest in tech and cybersecurity. Today, we're tackling a huge topic, the OWASP Top 10 for 2026. I'll break down each risk with real-world examples so you know what's at stake and how to protect yourself. Let's get started. Let's kick things off by diving into one of the most common and dangerous security flaws in modern applications: broken access control. This issue is like leaving the doors to your digital house wide open, inviting anyone to walk in and take a look around. It's a vulnerability that can affect any website or app, no matter how big or small, and it's often overlooked until it's too late. Imagine logging into your online banking account, expecting your information to be safe and private, but with just a simple tweak to the URL in your browser's address bar, you suddenly have access to someone else's sensitive financial details. It sounds like a scene from a movie, but this kind of exploit is all too real and surprisingly common. These incidents happen more often than you might think. Organizations of all sizes have fallen victim to breaches caused by broken access control, leading to headlines about massive data leaks and compromised user accounts. Attackers are constantly on the lookout for these weaknesses, and when they find them, the consequences can be severe, ranging from identity theft to financial loss and reputational damage. Broken access control means that applications fail to properly enforce who is allowed to see or do certain things. This can let attackers view, modify, or even delete data they should never have access to. It's a favorite target for hackers because it's often easy to exploit and can yield huge rewards. To protect your users and your data, always enforce permissions and access rules on the server side, not just in the browser or app interface. Client-side checks can be bypassed, but server-side controls are much harder for attackers to manipulate. Regularly test your application using different user roles and permissions. Try to access data or features you shouldn't be able to, and see if your app properly blocks you. Security audits and penetration testing can help uncover hidden flaws before attackers do. If you're a user, stay alert for unusual behaviors, like seeing information that doesn't belong to you, or being able to access features you shouldn't. If something feels off, report it to the service provider right away. Your vigilance can help stop a breach before it spreads. And for developers, never underestimate the importance of strong access control. Watch out for URLs or features that reveal too much, and make sure your code enforces strict boundaries between users. Broken access control is a silent threat. Don't let it be the weak link in your security chain. Next up, cryptographic failures. This is one of the most critical issues in cybersecurity, yet it's surprisingly common. Cryptographic failures happen when sensitive data, like passwords or personal information, isn't properly protected. Sometimes organizations store passwords in plain text, or use outdated, weak encryption methods that are easy for attackers to break. These mistakes can have devastating consequences. Storing passwords in plain text or using weak encryption is a disaster waiting to happen. Imagine if someone gains unauthorized access to your database. Suddenly, every user's password is exposed, and attackers can use those credentials to break into other accounts, since many people reuse passwords across sites. If a breach happens, attackers get your real password. Game over. The fallout can be massive: identity theft, financial loss, and a complete loss of trust in your service. Recovering from such an incident is costly and time-consuming, and your reputation may never fully recover. To prevent this, always use strong, modern encryption algorithms like bcrypt or Argon2 for storing passwords. For data in transit, use protocols like TLS to ensure information is encrypted as it moves between users and servers. These tools are designed to withstand modern attacks and keep your data safe. Never roll your own crypto. Stick to trusted, well-reviewed libraries that are maintained by the security community. Custom cryptography is almost always flawed and can introduce vulnerabilities you never intended. And here's a quick tip. If a website ever emails you your password in plain text, that's a huge red flag. It means your data isn't being handled securely. Your personal information deserves better protection. Don't settle for less. Let's dive into one of the most notorious and dangerous types of cyber attacks: injection. This is a technique that has been around for decades, yet it continues to be a favorite among hackers because of its effectiveness and the damage it can cause. Understanding how injection works is crucial for anyone who builds or uses software. Imagine a hacker sitting in a dark room, typing away, trying to find a way into your system. One classic hacker move is to trick an application into running malicious commands. This is what we call injection. The most infamous example is SQL injection, where an attacker sneaks harmful code into a database query, but there are many other types, like command injection and LDAP injection. It can be as simple as entering unexpected text into a login form or search box. If the application doesn't properly check or sanitize what's entered, that single field can become a gateway for attackers. Suddenly, your entire database could be exposed, all because of one overlooked input field. Injection flaws are incredibly dangerous. They allow attackers to steal sensitive information, modify or delete critical data, and in some cases, even take full control of the system. Major data breaches have happened because of these vulnerabilities, costing companies millions and damaging reputations. The good news is, you can defend against injection attacks. The first line of defense is input validation. Always check and clean any data coming from users. Another powerful tool is parameterized queries, which keep user inputs separate from code, making it much harder for attackers to sneak in malicious commands. Remember, never trust anything that comes from outside your system, no matter how harmless it may seem. Emails, web forms, even USB devices can be used to deliver injection attacks. Always be cautious and treat all external input as potentially dangerous. Make input validation and secure coding practices a top priority on your security checklist. By staying vigilant and following best practices, you can protect your systems from one of the oldest and most effective tricks in the hacker's playbook. Now, insecure design. This happens before code is written. Security isn't part of the blueprint. Skipping steps like threat modeling or secure defaults leaves big gaps. Attackers exploit missing checks, like unlimited password attempts or weak sign-up forms. Plan for security from day one. Think like an attacker before they do. If an app feels too easy to game, insecure design is probably to blame. Number 5. Security misconfiguration. Default passwords, unnecessary features, and verbose error messages are easy targets. Leaving test pages or debug mode on exposes sensitive info. Always review and harden your configurations. Change defaults, disable extras, keep errors vague. Regular audits are a must. Attackers love easy wins. Don't give them any. Vulnerable and outdated components are everywhere. One outdated library or plugin can put your whole app at risk. Attackers scan for known vulnerabilities and exploit them fast. Stay up to date. Patch everything, not just your own code. Use tools to track dependencies and vulnerabilities. Outdated software is like leaving your front door unlocked. Identification and authentication failures are a big deal. Weak logins and no multi-factor authentication make it easy for attackers. Sites that allow weak passwords or unlimited login attempts are asking for trouble. Enforce strong passwords, use multi-factor authentication, and lock accounts after failed logins. Never store credentials in plain text. As a user, always enable two-factor authentication. Now, software and data integrity failures. If you can't trust your updates, attackers can inject malicious code. Supply chain attacks spread malware through compromised libraries or updates. Always verify updates with digital signatures and checksums. Know where your code comes from and stick to trusted sources. Don't download software from unofficial sites. Security logging and monitoring failures let attackers slip by unnoticed. Without good logs and regular reviews, breaches go undetected for months. Track important actions, logins, data changes, admin activity, and set up alerts for suspicious patterns. Automated monitoring is essential. Review logs regularly and respond quickly to incidents. Catch breaches early, don't fly blind. Last up, server-side request forgery, or SSRF. Attackers trick servers into making requests to internal systems, exposing sensitive data. Features that fetch URLs are common entry points. Validate and sanitize all user-supplied URLs. Use allow lists and block internal addresses. Review features that interact with external data sources. Awareness is key. Know the risks and spot sketchy behavior. That's the OWASP Top 10 for 2026. Real-world risks and practical tips. Understanding these threats is the first step to safer apps and data. Drop your security stories or questions in the comments. We learn best together. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and subscribe for more cybersecurity deep dives. Let me know if you need further tightening or want to adjust the tone.